So we are here to pick up the engine. Let's go take a look at it. Ian. Here's the one who built this engine.
What?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. Avian Aeronautics in Bremerton, Washington. Just got this Lycoming 320 E3D overhauled. Got all new accessories on it. Painted, just ran it up yesterday, so it's ready to go.
Cool.
And with the supplemental type certificate is basically an alteration that a company or individual has gotten approved by the FAA, and so they can sell it to customers for your aircraft. So in this case, this engine we've converted so it can have 160 horsepower at takeoff. And a continuous rate horsepower of 150 horsepower.
Okay.
And that's ST is sold by RAM. It's down in Waco, and they just do it by changing out the pistons in it. So high compression pistons.
So the pistons have changed.
Yeah, the pistons have changed from the original engine. But then there's additional paperwork to document it for the FAA's purposes, and also so there's an STC for doing it on the engine, and then also an STC because now we're basically putting a slightly different engine on the airframe, right? So the airframe itself is also changed slightly.
So as part of the RAM STC upgrade, apart from pistons, I think when pistons change, the cylinder should change as well, right?
No, so these cylinders are standard. These are class 4 is kind of the old ECI class system. They're standard 0320 cylinders, and they can accommodate both the low compression and high compression pistons that are made for them. It's the same diameter. The only difference is one of the pistons is a little bit longer or taller if you're setting them on the counter. So that means that you have a higher compression when it's at the top of its stroke. It's a smaller combustion chamber.
Understood.
Yeah. And that allows the
so
higher
this
compression
goes
gets more
to
power.
For the airframe as well. There would be some.
So there's paperwork for that, in which Corey's going to take care of for you when you're down there for the airframe side of things when he installs the engine, and then we've taken care of filling out the power plant STC paperwork and all. So it's piston change, and then also there's an addition on the data plate, which has the specs of the aircraft that we added on that. So RAM sends a little supplemental data plate, they call it, and you basically take off the old original data plate, put the RAM one on, and then the original goes over it in the same spot, but there's a section that'll show that the RAM modification's been done.
So do you want to tell the viewers on what exactly is a overhaul? What is included in an engine overhaul, and why is it needed?
So overhauls are basically established. Well, both the FAA has a definition overhaul, and then the manufacturers. Every 2,000 hours, it's a thorough tear down and inspection, replacement of certain parts that are mandatory of the engine, and then it's largely for warranty purposes. An engine can run past overhaul. It's not going to break if it's been treated right after that. But a lot of commercial operators, like flight schools, they have to abide by overhauls. Also, charter companies have to do that. It's required by law. Private individuals don't have to. It's a good idea because you can't see everything that's going on in there. So, it's a safety, and also when an engine is past overhaul, the value of it, as far as terms of the aircraft's sale, goes significantly down.
The moment it crosses 1,800, it's practically nothing.
Yeah. So what goes into it? It's a complete tear down of the engine. All the accessories as well get overhauled, so that'd be magnetos, starter motor, or replaced with new. It depends,
So
options,
we got new magnetos, we got new starter motor, we have got the new pistons here, and the cylinders are the same.
The cylinders are the same. So a lot of people, just because cylinder parts are so expensive right now, it's almost worthwhile to change them. But the person before you bought this engine, he wanted them overhauled, so we had overhauled them already before he decided to sell. So yeah, so this does have the Lycoming cylinders on it. A lot of people go Superior because they're a little more easy to get your hands on. A lot of Lycoming still makes cylinders, but there's a long wait times. Stock's pretty scarce.
I saw that. In fact, that I was considering to change the engine.
Yeah.
Like buy a new one.
Right.
The I think the wait time is 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, from factory, it's quite a while. So.
Yeah.
So yes, cylinders aren't required, but all gaskets have to be replaced. Pistons are required replacement.
Yes.
We were going to do that anyway because of the STC. Other piston components also, the piston pins for them. Exhaust valves and guides have to be replaced, which they did. So there's those elements. A few other things like this only has, I think, one snap ring in it. That holds in the tack drive and the camshaft, but other engines that have like counterweights, so all snap rings and major attaching components, major bolts and nuts that are under stress, like connecting rods, the bearings in the crank case and on the crank on the connecting rods, those are mandatory replacement when they get taken apart. So there's a list that Lycoming published of what's
you gave
required
me
on
that
this.
list. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering, and it is easy to understand when you speak because there's things in most of them they don't know exactly what are involved. So the crankcase, right, or the
Crankcase,
camshaft.
or the camshaft's in the crankcase. On these engines, it's mounted above where the crankshaft is below it. And so that's what this engine originally came in, was the cam and the lifters were wearing out. They were spalling, so metal was coming off as they were wearing on each other. They were.
So did you get a
pretty
new
serious.
one, or was it a?
This one is a reconditioned camshaft is in this one. So it was taken out. Rick Romans basically went over it, ground it. If it's a minor wear on them, they can be reconditioned. But a lot of people just place new ones too. But in this case, we have a reconditioned one, and we have new lifter bodies in there. So.
Thanks, Aaron. I think
Yeah.
that's been very helpful. And you made this thing in what, like two months? The general turnout time is like 4 months, and you just
Well,
got it.
it had been sitting here for a while. We'd gotten into it a ways, so yeah, it was kind of a start, and then the other guy was considering. Then he did the sale, so it was waiting for that time, and then we got turned around. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to say any viewers on how to take care of their investments in terms of aircrafts or?
Yeah, as far as aircraft and engines specifically go, fly frequently. Run it. Don't just go out and run your engine. Run it up to operating temperature. So cruise power for a while, because it's best to. That gets all the acids and corrosives that are in the oil in the engine out.
Okay.
Doesn't just heat it up enough, because when it just heats up a little bit, then it basically any moisture in there condensates and you get rust. You want to get it hot enough so that those vapors actually evaporate out of the engine.
Exactly.
Change your oil religiously. Be punctual on that. But no, if you treat your engine right and
Then
you use it, is the best way. Keep an engine healthy. Just use it. Use it in its operating limits. If it's been sitting for a while, don't just start it up. It's put some oil in the cylinders, turn it around, get a little oil in there so it's all pre-lubricated. We've had jobs come in just because an engine was sitting for a while and somebody fired it up. It might have been all right, but
so this is probably one of those same case, because it was sitting idle for like 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure
They
how long it was sitting before the engine came into us, but yeah, it was sitting for a while.
Yeah, it was about 2 years. I saw the logs. It was sitting there for 2 years.
Okay,
and then it was taken for a spin for like 2 hours, I guess.
Okay.
And then there you go. You see metal deposits.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Dan. Thank you so much for fixing my engine.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to, probably by Monday we'll start flying.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Do you want to say anything about your company?
Just
Yeah.
Avian Aeronautics in Bremerton, Washington. We're a full service FBO, so we got a hangar, we've got a pilot's lounge area
Can
if you
I
need it.
can I turn my camera to the other side?
Yeah, well, that's our loading dock area, but we got a hangar here, and engine shop is back where I spend my time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
That's a lot of planes. Yeah.
so regular airframe, work wheel do it, engine overhaul work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do NDT as well. We do Magnaflux and dye penetrant inspection. So
Got it.
all those services are available here.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for
Yep.
fixing this and also letting my viewers know
Yeah.
how things are done, what are those terminologies and how the engine works, and especially taking care of the engine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, you have a good one, Ramesh.
All right, we are getting the engine into the airfield as we speak. All right. I'm gonna pull it out. Alright, hold on right there.
Taking our engine for a while?
Oh, look, it's sitting on the damn carburetor.
Oh, really?
They were sitting all sideways. I don't want to side load it. Alright. Hold right there. I'm gonna get the top here. You can go plus. It'll be a safe place for that.
Where's the other? Oh, they usually both need. Oh, these are how they were installed. These are probably installed backwards too. It's a mix and match. Yep. You just put them wherever.
Yeah, this is good, safe for right now. It shouldn't matter. All the
We're
wheels.
gonna have to come this way. Though.
Yeah.
Right about there.
Hold on. Off the fuel pump. All of these fittings on there. Yeah, fixed. There we go. Hold on, I gotta get it rounded. Here we go. Get bolts. This up. Alright.
We might be a little bit too high, actually.
Now we're tilted. We are a little too high. The top's in further than the bottom is. Alright, so we'll have to let it down and we'll tilt it by hand a little bit.
Okay. We got the 160 horsepower conversion.
Yeah. STC. I think 160 is only at the time of takeoff, right?
After the paperwork.
Yeah, I think it's continuous.
There's a couple different STCs. The guy, he and I talked on the phone, said it was only 150 horse conversion.
What?
Yeah. Well, this top doesn't have a rubber piece in it. It's got a solid mount.
Could be a Barry mount instead of a Lord.
These?
Mm-hmm.
Are you lining up?
My nuts on.
Your nuts on. I don't have a nut. You got a nut?
Okay, I'll get my tools and cinch those down, and then we'll drop it.